This is the first part of the chapter surface areas and volumes. It's a big chapter. This is chapter number 13 of standard 10th. So before going for the chapter, we will see some important formulae which are very useful for surface areas and volumes of different 3D figures. So the first one is we will take a cylinder. So basic things we know. The lateral surface area is given as 2 pi RH. Then the area of each top and end is given as pi r square. Now this is a very simple diagram, simple cylinder like this. So if you want the total and the area of each top and base, so this is the top and this is the base. It is pi r square because they are circles. If you want the total surface area, it is nothing but the curved surface area plus the two top and bases. So this is 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r square. If we club that, always remember we should club the formulae in surface and volumes in this chapter, so that things becomes easier and faster also, and you will get more accurate results. So if you club it, it will become nothing but 2 pi r into h plus r. Now the volume is simply given by pi r square h. These are very simple things which we have studied in 9th standard also. So next comes a hollow cylinder. Now hollow cylinder means it will have inner and outer surfaces. So what is the area of one end? So one end, remember, it's a circular ring. If you see inside and outside, so we know area of a circular ring as pi r square minus r square, big R square minus small r square. If you want to simplify it without finding the squares, you'll have to just put it in the algebraic form, r square plus r into r minus r. Then for finding the curved surface area, now remember there are two surfaces, internal and external, so it will be 2 pi capital RH and 2 pi small RH. So if we combine, this becomes 2 pi h into r plus r. This is the curved surface area of the hollow cylinder. And if you want to find the total surface area, the total surface area will be given by the curved surface area plus the top and bottom. Now this top and bottom are, remember, circular rings, because it is a hollow cylinder. The top and bottom are only rings. So this is the total surface area, 2 pi RH plus 2 pi RH, and the two rings means one ring is pi r square minus r square. Since there are two rings, you have to multiply it by 2. So then comes the volume. So the volume of a hollow cylinder is given by external minus internal volume. So it is pi r square h minus pi r square h. We can take pi h as common and put r plus r and r minus r. Then comes cone. So in cone we have two heights. One is the normal height, which is the vertical height, and one is a slanting height, or a height which is at inclined. Now the slant height is given as L. Now remember, this is a right angle triangle, so L becomes actually the hypotenuse. So by Pythagoras, h square plus r square will be equal to L square, or in other words, what is L? It is the square root of h square plus r square. So in some sums they will not give you the slant height. The height and the radius will be given. We have to use this formula to find the slant height. Next comes volume of a cone. It is simple. We have studied in 9th standard also, 1 upon 3 pi r square h. Then comes the surface area. Now we have to take the slant height into consideration, so it is pi r L. Then comes the total surface area. Total surface area is the curved surface area plus the bottom. The bottom is a circle, so pi r square. So it is pi r L plus pi r square. If we combine it, it becomes pi r into L plus r. Then we come to a 3D figure called the sphere. So what is the volume of the sphere? We know 4 upon 3 pi r cubed. What is the surface area? It is 4 pi r square. Then we take a hemisphere which is exactly half of the sphere. So volume also will be half. So it is 2 upon 3 pi r cube, and the curved surface area is nothing but 2 pi r square. If we want the total surface area of a hemisphere, it is the 2 pi r square with the curved surface area plus the base. the base of a hemisphere is again a circle, so it becomes pi r square. So 2 pi r square plus pi r square will give us 3 pi r square. Next you have a spherical shell. Spherical shell means here the inner shell and the outer shell. So how is the thickness? So thickness will be just the outer radius minus the inner radius. So there will be some difference, and that difference is the thickness of the material. So how will we find the volume? Volume is just 4 upon 3 pi, but here there are two things. So it is big R cube minus small r cube. So 4 upon 3 pi r cube minus r cube. If you want only the exterior surface area, so you have to take into consideration the outer, the bigger radius, it is 4 pi r square. And if you want the interior surface area, we have to take the internal radius into consideration, 4 pi small r square. Then comes a hemispherical shell. Now the volume of a hemispherical shell is given by the outer volume minus the inner volume, the differences between the volume. So it is half into, because it is half, 4 upon 3 pi again r cube minus r cube. So this 2 will get cancelled. So we are getting 2 upon 3 pi big R cube minus small r cube. If we want the surface area, the surface area, total surface area will be internal surface area, only the area, curved surface area will be internal surface area plus external surface area. So it is 4 pi r square upon half and 4 pi r square upon half. So if we combine this, we are simply getting 2 pi into r square plus r square. If we want the total surface area, the total surface area will just be given by external surface area plus internal surface area plus the area of the top circular ring. It is not a full area, it is only a circular ring. So this becomes 2 pi r square plus r square plus pi r square minus r square is the circular ring. So when we further simplify it, we are getting 3 pi r square plus r square. Then comes a new thing which was not there in 9th standard, which is called a cone. So what is the frustum of a cone? So cone we know. So if we cut off this part, so the remaining part, this part is called the frustum. This is the frustum of a cone. Now it is given that after we cut the upper portion, whatever is there, now that is parallel to its base. That is one of the features. So the lower portion is called the frustum of the cone. So what is the volume of a frustum? So we have to remember this formula, 1 upon 3 h into r1 square plus r1 r2 plus r2 square, where h is the height, r1 and r2 are the radii of the top and the base. Then comes the surface area of a cone. So there it was, remember, pi r l, but here since we are having two radii, it will be pi r1 plus r2 in brackets and l. Then comes the total surface area. It is nothing but the lateral surface area plus the top and the bottom. The top and bottom are again circles. So it is pi r1 plus r2 l plus r1 pi r1 square plus pi r2 square. Then what is the relation between L, H, R1 and R2? So in a right angle triangle, L square, which is the slant height square, is equal to S square plus R1 minus R2 the whole square. Then comes the total surface area of a cylinder. Having two hemispherical ends, it is just like capsule shape. So the total surface area will be the curved surface area of the cylinder plus the curved surface area of the two hemispheres. There are two hemispheres, one top and one bottom. So this will be simplified and written as 2 pi r h plus 4 pi r square, or 2 pi r into h plus 2r. So there are then simple some things. Area of cube is 6a square. Area of a cuboid is 2 into lb plus bh plus hl, which we have done in 9th standard. Volume of a cube is a cube. Volume of a cuboid is lbh. Now having seen all these things, we will just start solving some of the problems. So this is the first one. A circus tent is cylindrical up to a certain height. So this is the height of the cylinder. If the diameter of the base, so this is the diameter of the base of the circus tent, is 105 meters and the slant height, which is readily given to us, is 53 meters. We have to find how much total canvas has been used in making the tent. Now total canvas means nothing but the surface area. So we will write this as the total canvas used total canvas used will be equal to the CSA of the cylinder, plus CSA of the conical part. So this what we'll do is we will just club this. So curved surface area of the cylinder is 2 pi RH plus curved surface area of the ring is pi RL. So what we will do is we will take pi R as common, and here will be 2H plus L. So this is 22 by 7 into the radius. The radius is 52.5 because diameter is 105. So I am taking here 52.5 meters into 2 into height. The height is 3 plus the slant height is 53. So when we calculate this, so this becomes 22 by 7 into, this can be cancelled out later. So 7 7s are 49. It will become 7.5 into, this is 6 plus 53 means 59. So we are getting the total canvas used as 9,735 meters square. So this is the required canvas which is used for making the tent. We come to another, a combination of solids. Just say this sum. A solid wooden toy is in the shape of a right circular cone. Now this is the conical part mounted on a hemisphere. So this is the hemisphere. If the radius of the hemisphere is 4.2 and the total height of the toy is 10.2, we have to find the volume of the wooden toy. So for this, what we'll have to do is, the total height is yeah. So what we'll do here is 10.2. So we will have to first calculate the height of the cylinder. So the total height is given as 10.2, and the radius of the hemisphere is given as 4.2. So if we subtract 10.2 minus 4.2, so this is 6 centimeters. This becomes the height of the cone. It is 6 centimeters. So now what we can do is we have to find the volume of the total source. So volume of the toy is equal to volume of the cone plus it is the volume of the hemisphere. So we'll just club this and see what happens. So what is the volume of the cone? It is 1 upon 3 pi r square h, and volume of hemisphere is 2 upon 3 pi r cube. So what we will do is we will club all this. So we can club pi r square upon 3, and inside remains h plus, this is 2r. So things will become easy if we club this. So now this is very easy. Just say this. So this is pi, means it is 22.7 into r square. So what is r square given to you is 4.2 square upon 3 into h. The h which we found out is 6 plus 2 into the radius. The radius is 4.2. So when we calculate this, we are getting 266.11 centimeter cube. So that is the required volume of the toy. We can do one more sim. A solid is in the form of a cylinder by two hemispheres. So the top and the bottom are hemispheres, and this part is the. So what we have to do here, we have to find the volume and the total surface area. So we will just see the radius is given to us as, So the total height, again we have to first find the height of the cylinder separately. The total height given to us is 19 centimeter, of which we can take out the radius. Radius also becomes the height of the hemisphere, and that is given to us as 3.5. So we can say the height of the cylinder is the difference between the two. Height of the cylinder, it will be 19 minus 3.5. So it is 3.5 two times we have to take, because top and bottom both we have to take. So I will write this as 19 minus 2 into 3.5, because this top and this bottom have to be, so this becomes 12 centimeter. So now we want the volume of the solid. So volume of the solid will be given as the volume of the cylinder plus the volume of the two hemispheres. So we want volume of the two hemispheres. Volume of the two hemispheres. So volume of the two hemispheres means volume of one hemisphere. So what is the volume of the cylinder? It is pi r square h, plus volume of two hemispheres means the volume of one sphere. So it is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So we will try to club this. So this becomes 4 the pi r square into h plus 4 upon 3 r. So 3.14 into radius is 3.5 square into the height of the, this is 12 plus 4.3 into 3.5. So this is how we got, and the answer we are getting here is 641 plus 66 centimeter cube. Then we go for the surface area. So the TSA of the solid is equal to the CSA of the cylinder plus the surface area of the two hemispheres, means the surface area of one sphere. I need the same, the surface area of two hemispheres. So what is the CSA of the cylinder? It is 2 pi RH plus the surface area is 4 of one sphere is 4 pi r square. So we can combine 2 pi r h into 2r. So that will give us the value. So we'll just put the values here. So it is 2 into 3.14 into the radius is 3.5 and the height is 12 plus 2 into 3.5. So 2 into 3.14 into 3.5 into, this is 12 plus 7 is 19. So when we give this, we are getting 418 centimeter square. So this is the total surface area of the solid.